I went ahead and opened up an AMA questions channel right above the general chat in the community section. So if you would like to ask a question but don't want to come up on stage, you can just type it in there. We can also just filter through some extra questions there and answer if need be.
Hello, guys.
We can probably open it up to questions now. So anyone with a question, just raise your hand and then I'll... That was not the right button. I will pull you up on stage.
In the meanwhile, I can talk a little bit about what we've been doing lately. So we've been working on the back end of Compass mainly, and we've redone the Discord bots that we have. We've made Compass significantly faster since our last AMA and more reliable. And we've sped up the listings, so it's now one of the fastest listings that exist out there. We've tested it against a couple other tools, and we've added features here and there. We've done some onboardings to the team. We have onboarded now one new developer, and we're working on onboarding another one. And yeah. And we're working on expanding the team, and we'll have now an increased capacity for more features since we have more developers in the team now. So I think there's great progress with that. I think we have the first questions in the AMA questions.
Yes. Can we add a link to gem.xyz on a specific collection page? So if I want to sleep a collection, I can access gem quicker. Freddie, do you know what gem is? It's like Genie. If you're familiar with Genie.
I used it. Yep, of course. I think that shouldn't be an issue. Or we could integrate some of Gem's features directly into Compass as well. But we can also add a link to Gem XYZ as well. So, good question.
Anyone on the stage, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand and we'll bring you on up.
You can also type in the AMA questions, and then we can answer those as well.
Kyle, I'm inviting you up to speak. Hey man, what's up?
Hey guys, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello, yes.
Cool. I've noticed that when I'm looking at the advanced layout within season collections, under the listings tab, not the listings to buy, but like the listings where you see the walls, like the sell walls.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't show like the last one, the last listing. Like I always see the second to last listing, you know? Like say for example it's like 0.5, it doesn't show like 0.41. You know?
It usually rounds numbers upwards, right? So it might be the case that the price of the last one is rounded up. So if, for example, if you are using increments of 0.1 ETH, and the cheapest listing is, let's say, 0.7, then it's rounded up to 0.07, I'm sorry, then it's rounded up to 0.1. Do you think this could be the cause, or?
I think so, but in some collections there's always like it's a little off. I don't know if you can take a look at that or something. But secondly, is it a way to like get the data faster to the charts? Because I feel like the charts are lagging a little bit on like fresh collections. Like it takes like maybe like 15-30 seconds for it to incrementally update the charts. It's not like live where the dots are appearing one by one. You know what I mean?
Is this for the float chart, or is this for the listings?
This is for the sales chart that I'm watching.
The sales chart?
Yeah. Like it doesn't update like.
Yeah, so
like that, you know, there's always like a delay.
So the sales chart is on Ethereum, a transaction blocks happen every 12 seconds, right? So we refresh it every time there's a new block coming in, right? So the sales themselves on Ethereum happen every 12 seconds or so. It's not necessarily 12 seconds. Depends on how fast the one of the miners finishes the algorithm for the next block, the hash. But it's usually 12 seconds on average. So even if we updated the sales chart every second, it would only update every 12th second, right? Because there's only new transactions coming in that time frame.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So you'll see, but in contrast to that, the live listings, so where you can see the listings coming in the table, that updates much faster than that. So you'll see that significantly faster than the
Yeah,
than the sales.
I'm really happy with the listings table because I can actually buy stuff relatively quickly now, you know.
Yeah, and I also wanted to. So when I trade NFTs, when I'm about to sell them, I have to leave Compass, which is a pain. So I also thought maybe we could have a listing feature as well, where you sell the NFT directly from Compass across different marketplaces. So I
Yeah,
think
that'd be
that would be a
amazing.
sweet feature.
Yeah, I think that'd be a
So
game changer, to be honest.
then we could trade NFTs just on Compass without having to leave the site. And I think that would be great.
Yeah, I think that would be a game changer. That'd be good.
We could show the floor prices on different platforms, and then have a button to list the NFT on different platforms in one click. Yeah, that would be cool, I think.
Yeah, I agree. All right, thanks guys. I'm gonna hop off right now.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you. Anyone else with any questions? Just raise your hand and I'll bring you up. Or you can submit them in the AMA questions above the general chat. If not, that's also not an issue. That means we're doing our job well. I'm Leapwell. I believe I said that right. Maybe wrong. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. Hello.
Hello, sorry, I was muted. So first of all, thanks for the tool. It's really helpful. I really like it. And then I wanted to know if there would be more collabs and like if you aim to become like an art group too in the meantime of a really great tool or anything like that.
Yeah, that's definitely something we're pushing for. When it comes to like collabs and whitelist partnerships, we're always like daily just trying to get more collections to collaborate with. There is a vetting process that we put collections through, so we aren't just giving you guys junk. We're trying to make sure that they're collections that are doing things that are unique and will be here for a long period of time. So
Right.
when it comes to partnerships, yeah, that's something we're working on. It's just a matter of time before we start securing more. With the alpha group, that is something that we're attempting to do. We have someone posting news daily. We have an alpha call section, and then like alpha chat and stuff like that. That is something we promote for people to post in as often as possible. I also hold chart analysis or like market reviews on Mondays and Fridays. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true, and that's very awesome too. Yeah, because now I've been in this space for quite a few months only, not that much, but I feel like connections and network is like much more important than anything else.
Yeah,
And
100%.
so once I get on a tool like this, I feel like we should do something as a community as well, not only just trading on our side and just just using the tool, maybe we could, I don't know, do something more. I mean, together for sure. Not only yourself, but the whole community of Compass.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
100% promoted by the team. We want you guys to be able to use each other as resources to help each other learn. I mean, the more people that you have, the faster the learning curve can be overcome. So, yeah, we definitely promote any kind of the spread of alpha or teaching or anything like that.
Okay, cool. And another thing is, do you have plans to shit, I don't know the word in English. Sorry, I'm French. I kind of struggle sometimes to find my words in English.
No worries.
The way the way you display the stuff on your website, do you plan to do some changes, or you will keep it that way for quite a long time?
I can't necessarily speak because I'm not a dev, but there are some UI changes that I'm going to be speaking with the team about
Yes,
here
so
soon. So that
we usually base UI changes on recommendations. I saw that it's very often requested that we move the floor price from the third column to the first column, and we change where the compass logo links back to. Instead of the landing page, we should link back to the trending page. And there's a bunch of other little things that you guys suggested, and we'll definitely have a look at those and implement them, just to make sure that the people who use it frequently have everything in the place where they want them to be. And we also thought about changing the main analytics page to a customizable version, so people could put together their own dashboards. Maybe that's something you guys like to see.
Sure, yeah, definitely. And maybe last question, and maybe I'm not aware about it, but will you have a listing notifier in the future?
Yeah, sure, we could, for sure. We have a floor alerts when the floor moves up or down below a certain price.
Yeah.
We could have, yes, we have actually. So you can set an alert that notifies you in the DMs or wherever when the floor price of a collection passes a threshold. So you could either put it above a certain number when you want to sell something, or you could put it below a certain number when you want to buy something.
Nice. I didn't know about this feature. Really
You
nice.
just have to go to alerts, and I believe there's also a nice little tutorial video in the bottom right corner. If you click the question mark, that explains how to use it, how to set it up. Super simple.
All right. Cool. Okay, that's it for me, I think. And yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and appreciate it, and keep doing good job.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good one.
you.
In the AMA chat channel, Walrus asks, is there a way to be able to see more listings when on the analytics page? I can only scroll down a bit before it stops loading.
How many would you like to see?
I'm assuming ideally just an infinite amount to where you scroll down and you just have an opportunity to load more, and then you get to the bottom, you can load more. Get to the bottom, you can load more.
Sure thing. Yeah, that's no problem. We could have that implemented. I already saw that people were asking for that. Yeah, that's easy. We'll put it on the to-do list.
Cool. So we got someone else typing in the AMA questions chat. Got a couple people typing. If you guys do want to come up on stage, you can just request to do so. Are there plans to include mass bidding on Compass?
Yeah, I actually saw it a couple of times that it was requested for mass bidding. Yeah, it could be, no problem. We'll have to do some on-chain magic with that, I believe. But yeah, if that's something that the community would like to see, we can have it implemented, no problem. Great question, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, for the next AMA, we thought with Wazoo that maybe we could do a giveaway with just the listeners. So I think that would be fun to see. So we could give away a couple prizes to you guys listening in, just like as a little bonus. So yeah, I think that would be fun.
Someone else
Would love
saying,
to-
yeah, would
would
love
love
to see
to
mass
see mass
bidding by
bid.
specific traits.
Yeah, sure. We could do a filter where you filter for specific traits, and then you could mass bid on many of them or all of them, for sure.
Currently, Moby has limit orders. Can that also be added to Compass? It's a great way to snipe.
Limit orders, as in
I'm not too sure what he means by limit orders, honestly. Similar to mass bidding, it seems.
yeah, you could. How would that work exactly? If you put a limit order per se, then once the listing happens, does it get executed automatically? Or do you have to confirm the transaction from the browser? Or does it just place a bid?
I personally don't really know. I've never used. Oh, okay. So it seems like it'll auto trigger a transaction when a listing price of less than. So like yeah, you can just toggle it on, and then a listing price less than whatever you set happens, and then it seems to auto trigger the transaction. I'm not sure if it. When you do this, does it make you confirm the transaction in MetaMask, or does it automatically do everything for you? Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, you
it
have
just
to
sets the
confirm.
MetaMask
So you have
transaction
to
to
sit on
happen.
your sit with the browser open, correct? And then wait for the transactions to pop up. Yep, sure. If that's something that you guys like to see, then absolutely. Limit order makes sense. Yeah, no problem.
Adding a filter system to the listings chart, or not chart, but feed, like to allow to sort by traits or by certain prices. Ranking system possibly needs to get looked over. Have we thought about optimizing the rankings so that you could actually reveal snipes? So have the rankings come in fast enough to be able to.
We already have so the optimizing rankings, meaning pulling in the ranks faster, or is it
Yeah.
the accuracy of the rankings?
I'm assuming both.
Yeah, so we actually improved both in the last couple of days. The ranking accuracy is now using the exact same algorithm as all the other rarity tools. If you see a discrepancy, then it only means that the ranking is still happening with the old system. So you just have to click refresh on the collection. There's a refresh button in the top right corner. For every new collection, we automatically use our new ranking system. And it should also calculate rankings much faster now than we did a couple of days ago, because we improved that as well. It should be pulling in the rankings as fast as, if not faster than other analytics tools. Not sure when you last checked it. Smelly fingers. But we are now significantly faster than we were a couple of days ago. is there any way to track reveal date, time, or include this for the collections? Yeah, actually, this was a personal request from my part towards the developers. Yes, we could have a reveal date time included, but it won't be perfectly accurate. So there would be an inaccuracy of a couple of minutes or hours. But yeah, sure thing. What would be the use case for this, Waters? Because I know what the use case for myself was, but I'm just interested in what the use case is for you guys, for us to show the reveal date. For the upcoming reveal dates. Yeah, the issue with that is that the upcoming reveal dates are usually announced in the Discord chats of the different collections, and probably 8 times out of 10 they get delayed, right? So I think tracking this would be quite difficult. That would include some manual labor for sure. What we were thinking is creating a feed. So when you click on a collection, you can see what's happening in their Discord without having to join into their Discord, and then maybe you could track their announcement channel on Compass directly, so you could see what the latest announcements on the rarity reveals are. So yeah, that's something that we are working on, and one stage of that is redoing the Compass bot, so our Compass users wouldn't have to join 10,000 different Discords. Yeah. So I think that's quite an exciting feature that we're working on. Yeah, seems that people like that idea.
Yeah. If anyone wants to ask a question up on stage, we do have someone trying to come up. Henry, you are invited up. Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Hello.
Hey, great work, everyone. I really appreciate everything you guys are doing for us. So I'm really glad to be a part of the community. And I just had a question. So,
throughout, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for putting all that work. I know how difficult it is. I work in product myself, so you guys are doing a tremendous job getting feedback and implementing in almost real time, honestly. So that's really great. I just wanted to get some maybe some information about what you guys are will be releasing in the future. Maybe some major features that you guys are kind of planning. 3 maybe 6 months out, something like that, or how you guys kind of see the tool evolving a little bit.
Good question. So features in the pipeline currently are NFT valuations based on traits, influencer rankings. So what we are working with a data scientist to figure out what the influencing power of specific influencers are, and we'll base this number based on their tweets and the volume changes in the collections that they tweet about. So it's quite a bit more complex than that, but that's the essentials. So influencer rankings, valuations. Then we're also working on wallet labeling. We're working on collection labeling. Collection labeling is actually finished as far as the labels go. We're working on implementing that onto the site. And we're working on this on the new Discord bots, and hopefully that will enable us to relay some Discord announcements from the specific groups onto Compass directly. So I think in the shortest time frame, these are our main targets.
Yeah, I was wondering, if you've heard of this community called Block Gems. So basically, what they do a lot of like sentiment analysis. So they use Discord, and they use Twitter, and so they have a bot currently. It's public. The Block Gems community is public right now, but in the future, I believe they're going to have a sort of membership approach. But essentially, what you could do, Block Gems. So what they do a lot of sentiment analysis. You can, put in a Twitter handle and it'll tell you sort of the engagement, right? So how many likes, how many retweets, and you can also kind of check like who's following certain accounts. Like, so they have sort of a list of OGs, whales and stuff like that follow certain
Yeah,
accounts.
yeah.
So it kind of
We
gives a
actually
sense.
we already have the backend for this finished, right?
Mhm.
It's just not appearing on the website because we still haven't pushed it live. But we
Mhm.
actually have all of this. Well, not sure what everything is that they do, but we already have the backend for notable followers, notable mentions, notable tweets, Discord, and for Twitter mainly.
Okay.
So that's basically finished. It just doesn't appear on the site, but I can already
Okay.
see it in the backend.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's a good call. That's something we've already finished the backend for actually.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Yeah. I mean, I think, the way that the space is moving into I feel like having more information around sentiment, could be really insightful to kind of pair with, the analysis that's already, being provided by Compass. So it's just
Absolutely, that's
another
my call too.
stronger signal. Mhm. Cool. Well,
Absolutely.
awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else has any questions? You can request to speak or throw it in AMA. The AMA questions is right above general chat.
So there's also usually the community keep tracks of the exact reveal time, and we'd need one of you to update the time. Yeah, that's we could implement a mechanic for this. So we could add a field that says update reveal time, right? And then Compass pass holders or just about anyone on the site could add the reveal time to the collection, and that would be, I think, a great way to exchange alpha. Yep, thank you, Henry. I looked it up, by the way, already. And yeah, we could also have revealing soon. I think for me, what's interesting is this community mechanic for the review times. I think that could save some time. Maybe we could add when it was last updated and by whom. Maybe that would work. Our ratings calculated once 100% of NFTs metadata are collected or partially. We calculate once every NFT is revealed, because if it's only a partial reveal, then the rarity ranks can be a bit misleading. I saw that some other tools calculate partial rarity, but I think that can be a bit misleading. Maybe we could do partially revealed and then show rarity ranks. You don't want partially. Okay, makes sense. That's just what I thought. Maybe use a percentage bar so you can decide yourself. Yeah, there's some backend limitations to that, but we could look into that. Showing a percentage of revealed or maybe a rough number for that. Yep, it's usually pretty fast with sniping.
Henry, I'll get you back up on stage.
All right, cool. Thank you. Yeah. So another quick question that kind of popped up was, you mentioned something about like labeling wallets. Is that going to be more to kind of help identify how much smart money is actually buying into the project that once it's already launched? Is that something that you're alluding to?
For the wallet labeling, we'll have a bunch of categories, but I think in essence the main benefit for that would be this, looking at what the smart money is doing and how they are piling into a project or moving out of it. So yeah, but we'll have a whole lot more labels than that. So we'll have smart money, not so smart money. We'll have high balance, diversified NFT holder, high activity, top 1% NFT holder. So we'll have a bunch of wallet labels, and then we can build analytics on top of that.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, because one of the things that I was trying to decide the other day on Mecca was, it seems like a solid project and the team is kind of, in it for the long run. Um, but the amount of whales that were going into it was very slim. So the project started to go down, and that signal kind of identifying, because NFT Go has a little bit of information like that. It just has a generic, how many whales are buying in. It doesn't distinguish, whether they're flippers or holders. So that information can be extremely helpful once a project has launched. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep. I'll actually be discussing the wallet labeling with one of our developers tomorrow morning. So, yep. I'll make sure to look up what some of the other Drews are doing. Maybe have some inspiration from there as well. But essentially, you'll be able to tell when we're ready if smart money is moving into it or not, and as you mentioned, if holders are buying or not, which I think might be the best indication that the project has a future if not just smart money but smart holders are buying in.
Great. Thank you.
Do we plan to add Rockpool Finder scores or anything similar? Not sure. Certainty.
I'm assuming it's like a chance, like, is this project gonna rug pull? I can't imagine a way to necessarily calculate that unless it was tracking like who made the project and if they've done it before. But I don't really think that that's a valid analysis.
Yeah, and probably those who do rock pulls try to stay anonymous.
Yeah.
What we could do is add some. If the project has a team reviewed, maybe that gives some trust for the team. So that's something that the upcoming calendar will have when it's implemented. Nuns and show great where to. Yep. So this we'll have this too. Yeah.
Rockpool Finder is a Twitter account and they have their own NFT membership. So it just performs audits and investigates NFT projects. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly like if you look at if you break it down, it's just someone analyzing a project and putting their opinion on it into numbers. And I don't know if that's something we would necessarily want to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. So manual input is something that we'd like to avoid. Maybe if it's a community-based manual input, then it's fine. But as far as Compass goes, we try to focus on the numbers first.
Yeah, well, what we're aiming to do is to be able to, instead of having these numbers given to you of like, oh, it is, the website is a 7 out of 10 and the roadmap's a 5 out of 10, we'll just give you access to view all of this from Compass, and then you can do all your own due diligence and give you the ability to create your own opinions on things. I think that doing that will benefit much more in the long run. Any other questions? If so, you know where to put them, or raise your hand. If not, we can go ahead and wrap it up. maybe how Dex Tools does. Trust vote up or down.
Yep, sure. Community mechanics, I think that can be implemented as well.
Well, if that is all of the questions, then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys for your
Thank you
kind
guys.
words and all your questions. This will be, I'll probably just post the audio to it as an announcement, and then later on, once it renders and all that, it'll be posted to YouTube so you guys can view it there as well.
Yep, and for the next giveaway, for the next AMA, sorry, we'll have a giveaway just for fun, for those of you who listen in. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Hopefully we'll have that same time next week.
Awesome. Thank you everyone for showing up, and hope you all have a great day.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.